Okay, so let's see. Today I'm going to work on the hot water down to the basement level. So we have the cold water. This is our cold water. Let's see if we can get some annotations on here. Tag by category with no leader. So it looks like this with no leader, right? And if I want to change it, I can go tag by category with leader, and it's going to be an attached in. This is the attached. That's the attached in. But I don't usually use the attached in. I usually use the free in leader, free in. That way you can control your, uh-oh, what happened? Nope. What's that? Let's do this again. Free in. Must have been a glitch in the system. So that's 1/4, okay. So that's the cold water. And what we need to do is bring in the hot water. Okay, so let's go up to the first, on the first level. This is the first, yeah, this is the first level. Looks like this pipe is going down into the wall. I need to put it in this little airspace. So I'm gonna choose this and use my my arrow key, my up arrow key. Let's look at the basement level and see what's going on. Okay, so it's gonna go in this plane, up and down plane, right? So I'll use that. Looks like it's gonna be okay. Let's go up and just kind of bring it into this cavity. That's good enough. Okay, so everything looks okay. That's the HVAC. Okay, everything looks okay. Go back up to the first level because we need to put our hot water in. And based on my notes, let's do the same thing. Let's use a leader and free. Let's do that. You know what? I'm going to delete this. And let's choose category again. Leader free in. I like that. Kind of put that there. And this side is 3 inches. Okay. Also, okay. I think I'm going to use no leader. Okay. And I think my hot water is in this area is going to be 2.5 inches based on my notes. So to do that, we go up to system, pipe, get our pipe type, which is going to be a hot water, and make sure that our system type is hot water. Domestic hot water. Domestic hot water. What size? 2.5 inches. 2 1/2. There's no 2 1/2 inches in here. 2 1/2. Okay, so what we need to do, 2.5 inches. Let's go to manage. And wait, let's go edit. Let's see. Let's go. See, this is what you have to do when you're trying to when you're in your office and you're sitting down and you're trying to figure out things. So I don't want to sugarcoat this because I'm going through this, learning all of this stuff also. I need a 2.5/4 over here somewhere there's a mechanical setting, pipe settings, segment and sizes, carbon steel. Okay, so we go to mechanical settings. I think this is copper. I think. Let me go back. I'm gonna turn off the links. Okay, so you can go up to the left and don't select the links. That way you're not gonna get that big highlight that came up on the screen. So I just want to see hot water. See what kind of pipe I have. Copper, okay. Let's do that and go back to manage. And I want to manage my mechanical settings. In particular, these pipe settings. The segment and sizes of a copper pipe. Copper, I think it's copper M 2.5. That's right. So am I using L? 2.5. Am I using K? Segment, pipe segment. Carbon steel. 2.5. Something is not right here. Plastic PVC. Plastic schedule. Plastic CP. Nope. I'm going to use this one. Using sizing. Slope. Should be, let's go back and let's do it again. Let's try this again. Copper, 6 inches, and edit type, routing preferences. Plastic CPVC. Jesus. Oh, okay. The hot water. Okay. I think that I chose CPVC for hot water and copper. Okay. So the specs, I think, let's do this. Plastic schedule 40. Okay. But my pipe type is copper. But my pipe segment is plastic. And the reason I'm using plastic is because the fittings that Revit comes with in the box are all of them that are working are the plastic drain, waste, and vent pipes, and not copper. Okay. Then the field they'll probably use copper, but because these are just graphics and it's not the real world. It's not the real world. These are just graphics. I use plastic because when you look for fittings, the best fittings that come out of the box with Revit are plastic. And that's why I'm using these segments as plastic. Okay. So let's just, I'm going to cancel this and show you guys. I think let's insert load family. Imperial libraries is not even here. English Imperial should be, let's go back I have to get them from another version. Let's go 819. And libraries, US Imperial. And let's go to pipe, fittings. See, PVC, you can choose these carbon steel class, and these are all flange. All of these are flange, but it's, for me at least, it's useless when you're in Revit. That's just my experience with all of these so-called flange fittings. I mean, when you get into heavy piping and like oil rigs and chillers and like 12-inch pipes, 8-inch pipes, then you start talking about like flanges when you get into fire sprinkler systems and stuff like that. But for what we do in plumbing, we don't need flanges in this. Oh man, I stopped it. Let's go back. And low family, where is it? 20, no, let's go back again. And let's go down to get 19. Okay, libraries, Imperial, pipe, fittings, okay. And the same generic, that's gray iron, no, nothing. Nothing's here still, nope. So this plastic, well, polyvinyl chloride, this is the reason I use plastic in my pipe segments. It's because there's no copper here. There's no copper, okay? Revit or Autodesk has only supplied these fittings. You can download them if you want, but my experience is they seem to break at the worst possible moments when you're trying to make things happen, and they just don't perform the same way. For me, the PVC fittings are more stable, if not, are more than more, 100% more stable. I mean, I don't have a problem with these PVC fittings. Like, if I was to choose, let's go back, pipe fittings. If I was to choose like carbon steel, what's here? Gray iron. All of this stuff is flanged. All of this, and we just don't. You don't use flange in a 1/2-inch pipe or a 1/4-inch pipe or 1-inch pipe. You just don't do it. So all of this. So I guess these are only for different kinds of systems that you're going to work on. But for regular plumbing, I never use these things. I've tried them, but it doesn't work, man. It just doesn't work. So let me cancel out of this, and let's go back here. See PVC, right? So we are going to manage our mechanical settings. We are going to manage our segments, and we are going to see PVC. It's not even on here. Schedule 40, CPVC, what's going on? 2 1/2. Segment, copper, no. See, oh, here it is, man. So this should say 2 1/2, you see this? Used in size list, it's unchecked. Used in sizing, that's when you automatically do your automatic routing, which I've never seen anybody use automatic routing. So that's why you check and uncheck all of this stuff. You can control it a little bit better. So I need to check use in size list, and I'm going to use in size, and that's the automatic routing. So just in case I want to play around with it, I'll check that. And I think the reason I unchecked the 2.5 was because I couldn't find a 2.5 inch CPVC or 3.5, but maybe they can manufacture it. I'm gonna say okay to this, and let's change this size to a 2.5. See, so it populated. I mean, once you supply it in its generic form, then it populates throughout the system, right? Or throughout Revit. So I'm gonna choose 2.5 inches. That is a copper, pipe type is copper, but it's just for synthetic purposes. So let's do this. Annotate category, 2.5 inch. Okay, let's do that. And a hot water, I think that the hot water, okay, let's see what kind of, that's the first floor. Let's see what's in the ceiling. Wait a minute. This hot water needs to be 10'8". 10'8". Okay. And let's look at some other links. I'll just use the mechanical. Let's see what the mechanical is doing. Ooh. So mechanical, tab, select, yes. Tab, I could do a section view. That's a 12, so it's above. That's above. Let's take a look at the section view. So here I'm going to rotate and designate this spot here. Rotate 90. And let's look at our piping. Right click, go to that view. And we are, let's just get a reference here so I'm not searching all over the place. So we're here. Okay, so that's good. There's our structure. That should be 10.6 and 10.8. Okay, go back, 10.8. Okay. Okay, so you have to look at all of this stuff while you're doing your work. It's not just changing your pipe type and changing the colors and changing the, I don't know, whatever makes it look pretty. This is the real world, guys. So, I think I've been on here long enough. Let's see, what was I doing? I am, okay, it looks like from here, what I need to do, I'm going to take off, let me look at my notes. Okay, so I'm taking off at a 1 inch because so I need to supply hot water to the second level and down to the basement. Okay, so that's going to be a 1 inch. Let's come over here. Let's create similar. And let's go 1 inch. I'm gonna go under. I can cross. Let's see. These diffusers are going down into the ceiling, which is probably 10 feet. It could be 9. Let's just check. Let's check and see what I got. That's my reference. And let's go second. Wow. Okay, so that's my flex duct. They can. I don't like that at all. This flex duct. Let's go. If I can move this, I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Let's see. Yeah. I might be able to just come down under it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anyway, I'm gonna stop here. So that was, it's not. So those are the kinds of things that happens in the real world, guys. So that's why I like doing this, because I'm not showing you guys how to, I'm just, this is what happens. You could talk to the mechanical engineer and say, hey, whatever, and he's going to say, hey, whatever. But I think, it can be, I can drop it a little bit because the water's under pressure, right? So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop. I am going to stop here. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.